Welcome back to Fab Automotive Detailing. You guys, in this video, we're going to do a 2024 garage tour. It's been 4 years since I showed you guys my garage. It has changed a lot since the last time you guys saw it, and you guys are going to check it out in this video. So, let's do it. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys what a mechanic slash detailer's garage looks like, at least mine. It's been 4 years since you guys saw my garage when we first got it done. This garage, when we moved in, was nothing but sticks. There was no insulation, there was no walls, it was just 2x4s, and that was it. Even the ceiling, there was no ceiling in this garage. Me and my wife and kids, we did all this work, we painted it, and I've absolutely loved it ever since. I've done a lot of stuff in this garage. I basically live in this garage, to be honest with you. About 90% of the time, I'm out here more than I am inside the house, but this is just my place. I love the garage. A lot of stuff has changed in my garage. Last time when you saw it was pretty bare. Over the last 4 years, I've accumulated a lot of junk. The house we moved into 5 years ago, roughly, much smaller than our previous house, so I had to find places to put stuff. So you're gonna notice, my garage is not perfect. You guys are seeing it the way that I pretty much left it. That's how I use it every single day. And yeah, that's gonna be about it. But I wanna start off with my banners. Let's just start up high. So we have Extreme Solutions, Phoenix EOD. On down we have the Don't Tread on Me flag, and then we have a lithium. I love their flag with the American flag on it. Down here we have Malco. Malco sent that to me. And then we have the Super Clean up in the corner. And then a Harley Davidson flag because of my Harley. And then as far as what's lighting this garage right now, we have 4 deformable lights. So I'll show you right here. This is a deformable light, LEDs, there's 3 on each. That is lighting this entire garage right now. I also have hex lights up here. Show them the hex lights, Ashlyn. Oh, I can't turn that one on. So this is the outer edge of the hex light, and then I'll turn on the hex light. You guys have probably seen them in other people's videos where it makes the paint look really cool. So there are the hex lights right there, but I don't use those very often. Those are more for show than anything else. And I added some wireless switches over here for my lights, which is absolutely great because they're not wired into the light switch itself. So before we get completely started, I want to say thank you to Ashlyn, who is standing behind the camera, the lovely Miss Ashlyn. She is doing the camera work for you guys today because everybody else is either at work or my son is with my mom and dad at the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base Museum in Ohio, which is a cool place. If you've never been there, check it out. We have Harley here. Check out Harley. So you guys, it's probably been a long time since you've seen Harley. She's a big girl now. She's about 80 pounds. The joy of the family. She's a pain in the butt, but she's also the joy of the family. We love her so much. She's such a good girl. She knows many, many commands, and she listens. She loves to play with a BALL and an FRISBEE, because if I say the word, she will go berserk right now. So I can't do that. Let's start over here in this corner on the garage. So over here is kind of the toys. So we have my Harley right here, the Harley Davidson. This is a 2009 Ultra Classic. And then behind it, we have Ashlyn's four-wheeler, which is back here. That's Ashlyn's four-wheeler. And then behind my bike is a CF Moto. This is my son's bike. He likes to just ride around the property. This is my old seat off of my Harley Davidson. Back in this corner over here, I have all of my stuff for when I'm basically fixing cars, lubricants, transmission fluids, flushes, coolants, gear oil, the ever popular Citral, which is great, glues, Gorilla Glues, Flex Seal. I mean, there's tons of stuff on here. There's PB Blaster, all that type of stuff for when I'm working on cars. Over here are my next LED stand light. And then I have my lawnmower jack right here. And then we have my steel backpack sprayer, which is something that I make my son use more than me because it does hurt my back a little bit, but it's great. You can fill that thing up 4 gallons of water and get around, I'm on 2 acres, and kill all the weeds. Moving on down, behind the motorcycle, you guys, is my polisher rack from Griot's Garage. This holds 5 polishers, 6-inch, 5-inch, and my 3-inch, and their cords, which is awesome. Above the polishers, I have these cool oils. I got some of these for my birthday one year from my mom and dad, and I really like it, but these are actually still full with oil in them. but Quaker State. And then I got this actually when I bought the business. It was part of the room where the business was in. Everything in the room came with the business, so it went great on my shelf. And we got no more Quaker State transmission fluid and then some Unico transmission fluid. And one of the coolest things is this right here. So this is actually how you would punch a hole right here. Can you see it good on the camera? This is how you would punch the hole in there and top it open so you can actually pour your oil out. And that's just a little antique that I found at an antique store and I thought was really cool for the shelf. All right, so over here we have a lot of different things. So we have some cool neon stuff up here that I bought, is like stuff like that. My radio, my Malco gasser, Malco sent that to me. I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna take the camera from Ashland this picture. This is from when my son, Junior, who's 16 now, he was underneath the car working with me. It's just a cool picture. There's his little baby leg sticking out on the creeper. That was actually a really cool time right there with my son. And all these containers, nuts, bolts, electrical stuff, cotter pins, AC stuff, that's just stuff that I use around the garage, working on cars, doing stuff in the house, whatever. Just hardware is all this is. This is my Ryobi cabinet. Come on down. So you guys can see all of my Ryobi 18 1 Plus stuff. I've got impacts underneath here, drills, ratchets, all kinds of stuff. And then it opens up and I've got my inflators in here, got some bits, a little polisher, handheld like type polisher there. And then I have my 18 volt 1 Plus grease gun. That thing is fantastic. Absolutely love that grease gun. It is awesome, just continuous flow of grease. So next up is my garage utility vac. This was in my first video. This has a 30-foot hose. I don't ever have to take it off the wall. I can get around my whole garage and I can vacuum cars with it. Works really, really well. I am a Metrovac distributor, and you'd think I would have a Metrovac up here, but this thing still works so good. There's no reason for me to replace it. My Metrovac stays in my work van so I can show it to people. This here is my tool cart, my roll around that I work off of when I'm repairing cars. So I can put my tools on top of here without scratching my other boxes, which you guys will see here in just a minute. But if Ashton will come up close, this is all of my sockets. Impact sockets, chrome sockets, flank drive sockets, lug nut sockets, all that good stuff. Is in that drawer. And then underneath is just kind of miscellaneous, shop towels, brake bleeder, stuff like that. So the next thing, the motorcycle lift. This has a 1999 Honda Shadow Ace Tourer on it, which is pretty rare. It's hard to find these. I just purchased this a month ago, I think. I got a really good price on it. I'm doing some work to it. That's why it's on the lift right now. This is where the lift stays when I'm using it. If I'm not using it, I push it up against the wall so I can still fit 2 cars in here. But typically we only put 1 car in the garage at a time. But the motorcycle lift is a great addition, which I did not have in the very first video of my garage tour. This next part is a lot of just stuff. These are the bags for the bike, the 99 Honda Shadow that I have. The reason I wanted the Honda Shadow is my very first bike was a Honda Shadow. But these are the bags for it. I eventually got to clean these up and polish them, compound them, and coat them. And then back here's a shelf that has some products on it that I need to try that have been sent to me. I need to get them tried. Up here, this is the front fender off of Brandon Jones's car from the Talladega race that I went to last year with on behalf of Turtle Wax, and I went with Brandon Jones to that race and sat in the pits and everything. That is off of his car because they did crash in that race. And then down below here is just a mess. Like I was saying, this is my electric bike, and then I just have a bunch of stuff, you guys. Saws back there, my heater, my steam cleaner. This is everything from my lift for the cars, battery charger. That's what this is right here. A little tiny compressor if I need to take compressor outside somewhere, and then just a shelf or a wall full of tools, just pegboards full of tools that I use. I've accumulated a lot of stuff over the years that I don't realize I have until how much I've accumulated until I start looking around. It's just kind of like, wow, I have a lot of junk, but a lot of stuff that I use. So back in this corner, I'm not gonna really show you, but I have some 5-gallon squares that I use a lot when I'm detailing. I have stools back there. I have chemicals for the pool. I have my welder back there. Just a bunch of stuff like that back in that corner. The Turtle Wax hood, this is off of Paul Menard's car from Chicagoland Speedway. I don't remember what year, but this was raced in that race, and Turtle Wax sent this to me as a gift. So it's been hanging up here in the corner ever since. I absolutely love it. People ask about it every time they come in the garage. Then my refrigerator, gotta have a refrigerator full of Pepsis, Gatorade, water, That's about it. Only drinks. There's nothing else inside of the refrigerator. Up here is my air condition and heat. So right now we have it set at 70 in here. It's nice and cool in here. This is one of my favorite parts of the garage. Is it's air conditioned in the summertime. It's heated in the wintertime. The ductless air. Bought this from Home Depot, and it is awesome. Absolutely awesome. I can't say anything else about that. I absolutely love it. Now, if Ashton will scoot back, I will show you guys. So these are my toolboxes from when I was turning wrenches. So I turned wrenches for a little over 20 years. I no longer do it professionally, so I had to bring my boxes home. So the first video you guys saw of a toolbox tour, these were not in it, or not toolbox tour, garage tour, these were not in it because I was still turning wrenches then. All I had was this one over here, which I'll show you guys here in just a minute. But these are what I worked out of every single day. So this is the cart that stayed by my lift. I have got a lot of stuff in here. If Ashton will come up here, I'll show you guys. So up here we have a bunch of extensions. Yeah, I'll take over the camera for just a minute. Extensions and stuff like that. Pry bars. These are some of my ratchets. I don't even know how many ratchets I have, you guys. A lot. Probably 50 ratchets. It's crazy. This is more of a junk drawer. You know, miscellaneous nuts, bolts, extensions, stuff like that. Next one's down is going to be like pliers and all that good stuff. Needle nose pliers, dikes, just all kinds of stuff. Little heat gun. By the way, if you're ever near a John Deere dealership, pick you up some of these. They're like scissors, and these things are razor sharp. They cut your finger off. I mean, they are so good for cutting anything you need to cut. Next drawer down is going to be wrenches, metric and standard wrenches, thin wrenches, regular wrenches, flare wrenches, I mean, all kinds of stuff. This one is a lot of junk, more of like another junk drawer, but I have like my half-inch, well, this is a breaker bar, half-inch breaker bar, and then my half-inch ratchet snap-on. It's a big ratchet, so it fits only in this drawer. But a lot of just miscellaneous stuff, brake tools, plastic pieces for like door trim, stuff so you don't mar it, belt tools, files, hose tools, taking hoses off, coolant hoses, stuff like that. These drawers drive me nuts. As a mechanic, it just is what it is. Right here is impacts, all my impacts. So got stubbies. I mean, you guys can see how long, I mean, they've been using these for a very, very long time. And then this bottom drawer is just another miscellaneous drawer, hammers and stuff like that. And then down here is another motorcycle lift / lawnmower lift, ATV lift that I use if I just want to get a bike lifted really quick. Up on top of my big snap-on box is all my chargers for everything that I need that needs to charge. And then I have a shelf up here with some of my fab products, which are just Extreme Solutions. Some of my favorite stuff I reach for the most, which is great. And back there you guys can see our pool. Looks like it's getting ready to storm. Top drawer of this box is anything that has a blow molded case. So bunch of stuff. Torque wrenches. I'll just show you bits, more bits, steering wheel pullers. I mean, just there's tons of stuff in here, you guys. Like this, these are fuel line disconnect tools, you know, stuff like that. That's what's in this drawer. Spark plug testers. I think I have sockets in here. Yeah, these are specialty sockets because they have magnets built in. So that's a magnet right there, so you don't drop whatever bolt or nut you're putting on. And if you've ever had a stretch belt, these stretch belt tools, what those are for stretch belts on cars. I'm gonna go through this really quickly here. This drawer is a miscellaneous drawer. It's got punches in it, it's got filters in it, just stuff like that. Headlights. And then this are more flare wrenches. These are brake bleeding wrenches. That's why they look funny, for bleeding brakes, which is great. This toolbox doesn't have a ton of stuff in it. These are Torx, all T-handle Torx, and then just some pliers, more snap-on type pliers, snap-on ballpoint Allens, just a bunch of more miscellaneous stuff. You can stay right where you're at. This is more miscellaneous stuff. This is a lot of my Harley stuff here. This is my electrical drawer. So we've got a battery tester, and then we have an electrical battery tester. And then this is a bunch of wiring, obviously. This is for parasitic battery draws, so I can do parasitic battery draw tests. Voltmeter, my power probe. Probably the most used tool of all my tools is the power probe for testing electrical circuits. I use that more than anything else, most likely. This one right here is I think it's a relay. It's a relay tester, so you can test relays, make sure the relays are actually working. And then just miscellaneous stuff, lights. I don't know, ball joint tool, and then oil pressure and transmission test kit. This is a tire repair kit. Those are Harbor for 8. And then if we go on back, this was a tool I used a ton of, a Snap-on cooling system filler. Definitely something you need if you're turning wrenches. Now you can buy a lot of stuff at Harbor Freight now, and it's actually good stuff. This is another one, my Altel scanner, slide hammer, another belt tool, or fan clutch tool, I'm sorry. That type of stuff. This is my toolbox junk drawer. Just miscellaneous stuff. These are timing belt grenade clips. I'm doing timing belts. I hold on to those. Trust me, I've used them multiple times for different things. Once again, miscellaneous. This is all for my brake bleeder. Just some other stuff here. Vice grips. That's about it. Transmission dipstick for Chryslers. A vacuum gun operates off air. This is my brake filler for the master cylinder. And in the very last drawer, I have my Snap-on scanner. And then I think I have my Ansel scanner. Yeah, my Ansel scanner is right there. And then we have some snap ring pliers down there. So this is what I worked out of every single day. So moving on down, start top, go down. TV, I watch NASCAR races on here, especially, I detail mostly on Saturdays. So especially during the summer months, NASCAR's on every Saturday. Xfinity Series races, I watch, cheer on Brandon Jones. Brandon Jones, you guys, just such a good guy. Him and his wife, Ashley, they're really good people. They invited us to the Xfinity race at the Brickyard a couple weeks ago. Pit passes, VIP passes, sat in the pit box with them, hung out with Brandon for a while, talked to him for a long time. He's an Xfinity Series driver, you guys. You should be cheering on because he's a really good person, him and his wife, and we really appreciate what they do for us. They're really cool people. But yeah, so watch the races and stuff while I'm detailing, or anything that I can watch while I'm detailing something. A lot of times I just need something in the background. Like right now, I don't even know what we're watching right now. Fifth Element, I think is what that is. Yeah, that's Fifth Element, 'cause I can tell by their helmets. Up here is just a bunch of junk, just some just miscellaneous stuff. This is my most embarrassing piece of the garage because I just can't keep control of it. It's just light bulbs and hardware and battery chargers and manuals and just zip ties and anything that I don't want people seeing. It stays behind these doors right here. Down below here, detailing. All the chemicals and stuff that I like to use when detailing are on these two shelves right here. We have Phoenix EOD products, we have Griot's Garage products, my Fab Bare Arms, of course, Geon products, Vonix products, Malco, Sprayway product, my IK sprayers, Next Level Car Care down here. This is the glove box products. I still use these. These are really good products. My distinctive details, Diamond Clear Glass Cleaner, obviously got to have that. DIY Detail. Behind DIY Detail is my favorite Adams products, and then Turtle Wax products are down here. Once again, if you've never used Pure Shine, you're missing out. Pure Shine is an absolutely amazing product. Down below, buckets, multiple buckets. This is my pad washer right here. And then back in this corner is my compressor. Like I said, this is how I work out of my garage all the time. You guys are seeing it the way I do it. This is a 60-gallon air compressor that I use. It's by Coleman, and my hose reel right here with a Flexzilla hose. I love Flexzilla hoses. And I want to show you guys up here is an old CarQuest sign. They're no longer in business. So when my wife worked there, I got to take this home. And then of course, security cameras for the house and the garage. And this is just a bunch of, some of it's junk, some of it's miscellaneous stuff, yeah. So if you've been on my channel at all, you've probably seen this background. I make a lot of my intros to my channel in front of this toolbox, in front of these tool cabinets right here. And let me show you guys what's in these. I'll show you guys. I'll take the camera here for a second. So this cabinet here is going to be my utility towels, just junk towels. And then wash mitts is up there. And then this cabinet here are all my pads. So 5-inch, 6-inch, 3-inch, 2-inch, 1-inch pads. Brand new pads back there in a box. Kush Kimi pads. These are all, I'm drawing a brain fart here. Clay mitts, gee, many Christmas. These are all clay mitts, clay towels, and yeah, that's what's in this cabinet right here. Back here is where a lot of stuff just seems to accumulate when I'm not making a video. But foam cannons, IK foamers, brushes, this is miscellaneous stuff that I've been testing. I got some of this in stock and some came broken. Yeah, but one of the cool things, this is the new drop light from Next LED. I just blinded Ashlyn. This light is bright. And the cool thing about it is you can charge your phone off of it. Has a magnet on the bottom, has a hook on it right there, has a hook on the bottom, and it's flex head. And you wouldn't believe the price. I think it's $23, you guys, on the website. So you can go to my website and check it out. Really nice little light. It is made of plastic. You can remove, I'm gonna do this one-handed. You can remove that guard, which I definitely recommend, but I like the looks of, they're trying to kind of like the nostalgia look. Of course, I have Pepsi. I don't drink as much as I used to, but Pepsi and water here, and then my paint lights are right here. This is the toolbox that was in my garage in my first video because these are the tools I had at home. All my other tools were at my work when I was turning wrenches. So this drawer here, sockets, like I've got double of everything at this point. Sockets, then we got more wrenches because these are all stuff I used to use when I worked at home when my tools were at the other shop. And then pliers, this is kind of electrical / miscellaneous. This one is impacts and then some of my Ryobi stuff. See if I can get that to go away. And then these are extensions, ratchets, screwdrivers, Allen wrenches and stuff like that. Miscellaneous brushes, yeah, pretty much it. Valve tappers. And then another Ryobi drawer. And then my worst drawer of all is my junk drawer right here on top. Next thing up is this cabinet. This used to be nothing but Griot's Garage products, but it isn't no more, but that's why those stickers are on there. This is my old GG6, the original GG6 from Griot's Garage. This is still in there with pads. And then I've got some miscellaneous stuff in the back. But now this isn't Griot's Garage, this is all my microfibers. So this is majority of these are all, anything that's good for paint is in here. All my utility tiles are over there. So anything that's in here I can use on paint. It's safe for paint. Gallons are at the bottom. Yeah, tire shine applicators. My interior towels are down here at the back so they don't get mixed in with my paint towels. So yeah, that's what this cabinet right here is for. Up here, Mopar garage. You guys know I'm a Mopar guy. Got that down in Tennessee, which is pretty cool. And then obviously paper towel holder. I don't have to explain that to you, but I do have a thermometer with a humidity gauge because that's important, especially when you're coating. That's what that is. This is my speaker, so I can talk to Mrs. Fab or anybody in the house while I'm in the garage. Like I said, I spend a lot of time in the garage, so that's how they can say, hey, dinner's done, or you know, whatever. My Adams Polishes dryer, love this thing. I absolutely love it. And I did buy the hook for it to hang it on the wall, and that way it's up out of my way, but a lot of times I take it off and take it outside to use it. Down here, my racks that I use. These racks I like to use because I can put my pads on here when they're drying. I put towels on here when they're drying, stuff like that. Back here is carpet adhesive that I can put on carpet after I clean carpet on cars that I detail, like you'd see at a dealership basically. Like I said, I already have towels on here drying right now. These are just miscellaneous, Distinctive Details products, some Fab products. I have some Typhon from Phoenix EOD. If you've not tried Typhon for interior, you're missing out. It's a fantastic product. And then down below everything, like I said, I have stuff everywhere. These are my lifts, my quick jacks, the black on the bottom, right here, metal. That's the quick jacks for lifting cars, and then just some miscellaneous stuff down here. So this is how I wash my towels, my paint towels. Other towels, utility I do in a regular washing machine. Paint towels, this little washer, and then I have Adams pressure washer. I have a Honda pressure washer, gas. I don't use that very often. Little tiny lawnmower, Ryobi lawnmower that I use around the small parts of the yard, and then my Ryobi vacuum. And then up on the wall, it's just all my other stuff. My steel blower. I have 2 steel weed eaters because my son uses the electric one up when he goes and mows my grandma's house, and then the gas one's mine. And then just some other miscellaneous Ryobi stuff, 2 blowers, and then a spotlight. And then on this wall is all my AMSOIL stuff. I have a steel chains. My chainsaws are up here. I have 2 chainsaws, a small one and a big one. And then my AMSOIL shelf. And this is more AMSOIL, but carburetor cleaner, battery terminal cleaner. And then we have gas cans. And that is about it for the garage. Oh, I forgot to mention earlier, I have drop downs on both sides of the garage. The reason why is when I used to be able to pull a car in the middle of the garage to detail it, I had dropped down on both sides that I could attach my polisher to without having to pull the cord all the way around the car, which is great. Still use them, but I can only use this side of the garage right now. So there it is, 2024 garage tour of the Fab Garage. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's definitely different than the first video. If you guys haven't seen that video, I'll try to put it at the end of this video so you guys can go check that garage tour video out from when we first got done doing the garage. This is my place of comfort. Mrs. Fab always jokes, if I had a bathroom and I had food out here, I would never have to go inside. That's not true. It's just a funny joke because I still love my family. I still want to go inside with my family, but I'm just out here all the time. This is my place of zen, I guess you would call it. This is where I come to de-stress. A lot of times Mrs. Fab comes out and I'll be sitting in that rocker right there, just sitting there chilling, watching it rain, have the fan on me, whatever. That's just what I do. I like to be out here in my garage. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. It wasn't a detailing video, it wasn't a mechanic video or anything like that, but I wanted to show you guys my toolboxes and everything, and where I am all the time. You guys see the garage in videos, just portions of it, but you never see the whole thing. So I wanted to bring this video to you guys. You guys could check this out. So I want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video and for checking it out. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. That helps the video grow more than subscribing. If you want to subscribe, that's cool, but please give me a thumbs up if you like the video. That gets the video out there in the YouTube algorithm. I'd greatly appreciate that, you guys, and we'll see you in the next video.